Okay, thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. Again, I am Janae Hancock. Right now, we are taking a live look over Kansas City right now, and it looks very cozy and nice outside, but looks can be very deceiving. It is extremely hot outside, and with that being said, we do want to turn things over to Jay Hall with the Overland. Oh, we're going to turn things over to him now with the Overland Park Fire Department. Jay, I know this is going to be an ongoing conversation for you guys as far as dealing with the hot weather. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. It is going to be hot.
Yeah, and I appreciate you joining me to talk about some safety tips for our viewers today. And with that being said, I do want to ask you, you told me off the record, but how many calls have you all received so far this year regarding heat strokes and heat exhaustion?
So this year, from April to today, we've had about 31 heat-related illnesses. For comparison, last year from April to September, we had a total of 40 heat-related illnesses. So we're well on track to exceed that.
And, for our viewers who are just now joining us, first of all, those numbers are just unbelievable, especially as we are just now getting started with this extremely hot weather. But for those who are just now joining us and they are not aware, what is heat stroke and what is heat exhaustion?
So heat exhaustion is where your body is just overwhelmed from the heat. You have a little bit of electrolyte imbalances. You get weak, nauseous, and then heat stroke is really where we start to get concerned, where the body's unable to cool itself anymore. These folks tend to have a hard time staying awake. They get really hot without any sweating. Again, they'll have that vomiting and cramping. And that is truly a medical emergency.
And so, Jay, when should people contact you all? You touched on the amount of numbers that you all have received so far this year related to heat illnesses. When should people know that they need to contact authorities as far as dealing with heat related injuries?
So if somebody is having a hard time staying awake, answering questions, if they have any loss of coordination, again, if they're hot without any sweating, if they've have vomiting and cramping, obviously all of this is very significant signs that they should be calling 911.
And so we have a lot of people who are working outside these days, especially in that heat. And there are kids that are at summer camp and that are doing sports right now that are outside. What is your best advice for them right now?
So just general tips, light clothing, both in material and color. Stay inside during the hottest hours if you can. Obviously, the kids are out playing at the pool and stuff, but make sure to take frequent breaks, hydrate, push fluids as much as possible. Water is probably going to be your best option. Try and avoid any alcohol or caffeine because that can interfere with the body's ability to stay hydrated. And then just kind of understand that heat increases the stress of the heart. And so if we have somebody with a heart condition or some of the elderly, we need to make sure that we're checking in on them and making sure we're being extra cautious with that.
And so, Jay, for you guys, you guys are typically in a lot of clothing, a lot of different layers as you respond to different fires in different situations. How do you guys stay cool as far as the fire department goes?
We push a lot of fluids. We also have a process if we are in a house fire or something like that, where we'll have to come out and rehab. And some of that includes checking our vital signs, keeping cool, taking our gear off. And we have special chairs and to sit in that kind of help. We can put ice in and help cool us off. So we have extra precautions that we make sure that we stay cool so we can keep functioning.
All righty. Well, we got to make sure you all are staying safe as you all respond to a lot of different situations, like I mentioned. And just to give our viewers an update on how the weather is shaping out today, we are under a weather alert day. This is coming from our meteorologist, Greg Bennett, and it is going to be in the upper 90s expected today. And I know it is only supposed to go up throughout the week. Are you all going to be doing any trainings or going out to any summer camps to talk about how to stay cool? What are you all doing in the community right now to make sure that people are staying safe in this weather?
We are not doing any outdoor training. We're trying to limit our activities as much as possible just to make sure that we're ready for the next emergency. We've already kind of prepped our folks and sent out messages to make sure that they're staying hydrated. trying to avoid that caffeine on duty, and just making sure that they're ready for the next call. And then I know we're coordinated with our public education specialists to make sure that we put out media alerts and things like that as well.
Perfect, Jay. Well, I do want to take a look at our website right now for people that are looking for a place to stay cool. There are plenty of cooling centers that could be in your area right outside your backyard. So if you head to our website, kctv5.com, and you click here, I believe we have a list of different cooling centers that you can go to. Let's actually try and click here. It doesn't look like it's working, but it looks like you can go to our website and you can find those cooling centers. It is available there on our website. We'll have a direct link there. Alrighty, Jay, before I let you go, I want to ask you if there's anything else that you would like to touch on before I let you go, as far as letting our viewers know of any other safety tips.
I can't think of any. I think if you can avoid being out in the heat, that's probably the best situation possible right now.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you again, Jay, so much for your tips, and make sure you are staying cool out there as well. Again, I am Janae Hancock here at the live desk. Right now, we are still monitoring breaking news as far as nationally, so I'll be sure to hop back on the live desk here in a bit with the latest on Hunter Biden. Right now, I'm going to leave you all with this live shot overlooking Kansas City. Like I said, it looks cozy outside, but it is extremely hot, and it is only going to get hotter. So make sure you are taking care of yourself, your pets, and as well as your children.